So this is like a very different type of diagnostic because it will be ongoing. It will be looking at dynamics of, for example, over the course of a day. It can feed to your smartphone, and it will really put a lot of power in the hands of a patient or a user.
Let's go!
I just noticed in the news that the FDA just provided clearance for the first over-the-counter blood glucose monitoring system. Is that right?
That is right. That is right. So very interesting to see this development coming up. And of course, when you work in the field of diagnostics for a lot of different clients, you keep your eyes out for what's happening in that space. And Dexcom actually got clearance for the first over-the-counter glucose monitor. And so other companies have been marketing devices that you can use. Basically, you stick them on and continuously monitor glucose in your body. This is mostly targeted towards diabetes patients, so it was prescription based. And Dexcom now has the first device that does the same thing, but you don't need that prescription anymore. And it's interesting to think what that would do for the field of diagnostics. And what we're excited for would potentially happen next. And in terms of prescription, there's lots of devices that measure glucose, but it's not unthinkable to think that there will be devices that are, let's say, companion diagnostics that will be sold or targeted towards use with a therapeutic intervention, like a cancer therapy, and then you would stick on your monitor device afterwards to make sure that by the time that your device alarms, you go back for that intervention. Just to better tailor a therapy to a patient. So very, very interesting dynamics.
Fascinating. And so as a product developer in the space of diagnostic, what in your mind is the most exciting element to that?
Well, I think we've been all looking for what home diagnostics could be like. And I think when the pandemic hit, we all saw a lot more diagnostics in the home. So we see
remote diagnostics.
When we think of diagnostics, we often think of like a test that you need to put a couple of different liquids together and run it on a lateral flow test. And this is like a very different type of diagnostic because it will be ongoing. It will be looking at dynamics of, for example, over the course of a day. It can feed to your smartphone, and it will really put a lot of power in the hands of a patient or a user. Now, there's of course glucose monitoring, and you will probably start seeing professional athletes using glucose monitoring to tailor their training to these types of things. Whether or not you agree with that or not, that those are absolutely technical abilities that you'll put in the hands of people. But I'm personally even more interested in the whole element of bringing additional kind of clinical applications to the market, where it will be clinical applications that are currently not there yet, that are then just possible. So you can think of people with, for example, kidney disease or liver disease that now have an ongoing alarm stuck on their arm, and they actually it's no guessing game anymore, and they can actually really make sure that their body is in a good place.
Yeah, I mean, the exciting thing for me, I guess, is just that agency, right, over your own health care, and you can, instead of having to do this little chemistry set in your bathroom, right, in the bio break, you can have it, in a sophisticated way and give you that data in real time.
Yeah,
fascinating.
Yeah, so we'll see where that technology gets us, but it inevitably will lead to a whole bunch of invention and innovation in that space. Exciting development.
Exciting times. Thanks for that.
Okay, thanks.
That's Bio Break, and remember,
don't forget to wash your hands.
Wash your hands.